What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports, back again with another one. Center Myles Turner, fresh off of NBA Finals appearance, taking the Oklahoma City Thunder to 7 games, has signed a contract with the Milwaukee Bucks, 4 years, $107 million. Now, if into the contract the Milwaukee Bucks decide to trade Myles Turner, he has a 15% kicker that kicks into the contract. So he's sitting in the catbird seat. Great signing by Myles Turner and his team. They was able to get that deal done. He's 29 years old. He got a big-time contract. He wasn't going to get that with the Indiana Pacers, and I don't think he was going to get anything close to that on the open market. So the Milwaukee Bucks were desperate. They're trying to satisfy Giannis Antetokounmpo because he's said here the other day that he's closely observing what the Milwaukee Bucks do to make the team around him better. Basically saying that, hey, y'all going to have to make something happen. Y'all going to have to make something shake, or I'm going to move around. I'm going to ask for a trade. So they brought in Myles Turner. So look to see Giannis Antetokounmpo in the Milwaukee Bucks this upcoming season. With all that being said, the last major acquisition that the Milwaukee Bucks acquired went by the name of Damian Lillard. And in a shocking move, they waived Damian Lillard and stretched his contract out for the remaining years. They was able to do that, and they needed to do that to acquire Myles Turner. So Myles Turner in, Damian Lillard out. Dame time? What time is it? It's time. Ain't time for you to go home, but it's time for you to get the hell up out of here. What they say? You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. That was the Milwaukee Bucks told multi-time All-Star Damian Lillard, a guy that when he hangs up his sneakers is destined for the Hall of Fame. Damian Lillard, when he first was asking to leave Portland Trail Blazers, his first destination was not the Milwaukee Bucks. It was the Miami Heat. He wanted to go over there with and play with Jimmy Butler, who was over there at that time, and play with Bam Adebayo and embrace the Heat culture. But Portland Trail Blazers say, "Now we're just not gonna trade you to Miami if Miami ain't got the best deal on the table. Milwaukee got a better package. You going to Milwaukee." And that's what happened, but he seemed to never find his groove in Milwaukee. He had his moments, made an All-Star appearance while he's wearing a Milwaukee Bucks uniform. But he never was the Dame Lillard of the Portland Trail Blazers. A lot of people say, well, maybe he got a little bit older, JB Sports. I don't think it was just with the age. I just think he just did not get comfortable for whatever reason in Milwaukee. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. It's going to be interesting to see. Now, he's going to be out all of next year, Damian Lillard, but he will have a lot of teams interested in him next year, the 2026-2027 season. A lot of teams that are saying that they're a piece away. They'll be definitely interested in not acquiring, but signing, as he's now a free agent, signing Damian Lillard. That's a shocking move, man, but that just lets you know how desperate the Milwaukee Bucks are. They know Giannis is contemplating asking for a trade. He ain't came out and just boldly stated he wanted it to be traded. He's been dropping hints. It's like when you got it's just like, you get a relationship with a girl, and the girl telling you, say, hey, man, you need to go get a job. I might have to move around. Or, hey, you need to go get a car because I'm tired of using my car, burning my gas up. You ain't even putting more money in the gas. I'm going to move around. But, if you get a car, you get a job, we can make shit shake. She basically dropping hints, letting you know that she really ready to move around. Even if you do all that, she getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I just think that's what Giannis Antetokounmpo is saying to the Milwaukee Bucks. But with this acquisition of Myles Turner, I think that Giannis will be happy for now. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. Players. Breaking news, man. The NBA free agents is almost more exciting than the NBA season. You know, the NBA season really don't get interesting in a lot of people's eyes to the playoff time. And it seems like people more excited about the off-season moves and the trade deadline than they are the regular season. That's why they came up with this NBA Cup and all this other stuff to try to draw interest. They try to make changes to the All-Star game because a lot of people are not interested in how that game's been played over the last 10 years. You know, not playing no defense, shooting half-court threes and throwing the ball off the backboard, dunking, your turn, my turn, not even faking like you playing defense. So they're trying to implement changes in that, and they're trying to make the regular season more interesting, but it's nothing more interesting than the playoffs in the offseason in the NBA. And this is a prime example. In a shocking move, Myles Turner leaving the Indiana Pacers. I know the Indiana Pacers fans is on suicide watch right now. They lost Halliburton. Halliburton tore his Achilles. He's out for all of next year. And now you lose your starting center, Myles Turner. Your anchor on defense, your guy that patrols the paint, a guy that can shoot the three, a guy that's a very versatile player. They got some post moves in the paint. They're going to lose him. You lose Halliburton. And this was just less than a month later than when you was in a Game 7 versus Oklahoma City Thunder. Halliburton was cooking, hit 3 threes in the first quarter. You was up 14-10, I think, and then he tore his Achilles, and it's been downhill ever since. That's just how it is, man. It's the same thing, make you laugh, make you cry sometimes. You know, that's the old saying. So they was laughing, you know, at a lot of those naysayers going to a Game 7, thought they was gonna get swept or get beaten 5 games. They had beat New York when teams didn't think they was gonna. When people didn't think they was gonna beat New York, they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in 5 games when people didn't think they was gonna do that. You know, even some people was picking them to lose to the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round. That was basically a 50-50 series, a 4 versus a 5, and they proved all their dollars wrong. And they was looking like they might prove their dollars wrong in that Game 7 versus OKC, but it didn't happen. Halliburton got hurt. He out the dollar next year. They couldn't afford to bring back Myles Turner. He's moved around and goes to the Milwaukee Bucks. And now the Indianapolis Pacers are a team that's no longer a contender, and a team, in my opinion, that their best bet is to finish in the top 8 of the Eastern Conference and don't end up in the play-in and trying to make their way into the playoffs. That's just how things have changed for the Indiana Pacers. With all that being said, follow me on Facebook, Gerard Briscoe, TikTok. Need to follow your boy at JB Sports New Media. Follow me on Twitch at Briscoe MA77071. Follow me on my YouTube channels at JB Sports, The Man, The Myth, The Legend 9656, and at JB Sports, The Man, The Myth, The Legend 8000. And like, share, and subscribe to JB Sports, The Man, The Myth, The Legend. And I holla.